You'll still be able to eat pizza. When you get there, you'll still be able to eat pizza. Alright, looks like it's coming on. I got a commercial going right now. So, do a check for me, por favor. Just yeah, A, just follow it, and B, just click on it in Discord. You should just be able to click on my name and watch the stream. Yeah, I need everybody to think I got friends. But actually, it's not. It doesn't show that I'm streaming right now. What the hell? But actually, it's not. It doesn't show. Nope, it looks good to me. I could hear myself. I don't know why it doesn't show that I'm streaming, though. That's... What did you say? Well. Anyway, let's get this dog and pony show on the road. So, last session began with you guys returning to Canarate, where Alkindr decided that he wanted to purchase a raven from Canarate to, or from wherever, a raven to Pangolius, which he did, and then you guys proceeded to make your way to Macready, where Alor's great leadership pushed the party fast enough to make it there in 2 days. Over that time, you guys, I don't even remember what you discussed. Different stuff over that 2-day trip around the mountains and into Macready. And then you got there and you guys found a nice inn where you came in and Cathal paid extremely well to have, oh, now it says I'm streaming, there we go. Cathal paid extremely well for nights and meals and quite a bit of drinks, and the bartender really enjoyed your company, and he took quite a few drinks for himself from that very good amount of money that you gave him for the accommodations. And over that hey, he's a dwarf. Over that time, Alkindr even had himself a few drinks, and when he was choking and recovering from the beer bong, a bard came up and asked you guys, and saw that you guys were adventurers and saw that you're having a good time and joined in. And then she asked if you guys would. She figured you were probably going to Highhelm since it was the closest to a large city, and asked if you guys would take her with you. To which a apparently drunken Ares agreed. And after all that happened, she played her last show in Macready, and it was such a great and emotional song that everyone but the stone-hearted Half Moon Cat was moved to tears. And it was a short session, so that's where we left off. All of you were going to bed for the night, so you would all wake up in the morning, and it's now the 20th of Serenith. Go over there, stupid knife. And 33 days since the Fire Mountain. So you would be awakening yourselves in the inn today. You go downstairs. Anybody who goes downstairs, whatever. Once you do, you'll notice that there is a different bartender at the bar. Although he seems to be cleaning up after quite a ruckus night. Raucous. I'm not sure how to say that word. Anyway, so what are you guys doing? D4 plus 8, is that the extra amount of time you slept? And everybody's fatigued. Don't forget. So you said you come down at 9? You'll see Priscilla down there already. You're not sure if she went to bed at all, but she doesn't look like she stayed up all night. She pretty much looks fresh, as if she had a full night's sleep. For the fatigue, what extract are you drinking? Oh, you're keep on drinking. You use your stone. What stone? Oh yeah, nice. I guess the only person. Yeah, I get it. People are gonna find ways to get past this. And Cathal, what do you do for your fatigue? Uh, you're just gonna let it wash over you and be tired. All right. So what's going on? Anybody else getting up? He looks at you and he's kind of staring at you, but he doesn't say anything. And when you toss another coin, he his face softens a bit and he scoops it up and pockets it, but he still doesn't say anything to you. It was pretty messy. We can't hear you. You're cutting in and out. Nurmon, you're cutting in and out. We can't hear you. Can you not hear me either? Can you guys hear me? Or am I good? Who do you ask? What time do you come down? 9:30? Then no, he wouldn't have seen anyone of your describing, because Alcundra didn't come down till 10. All right. You see, you guys hear Priscilla tuning on her guitar, but she doesn't appear to be paying attention to what you're doing. But when you say that, she's paying attention to her guitar still, and she says, "As early as possible." I gotta make sure and get there for my next show. Well, it's certainly starting to run dry here. They've seen me quite enough. Well, if that's when you think it's gonna happen. How are we getting there? How long did I say it would? Did we say it would take? So if you could get 2 days there, it'll be another day to High Helm, depending on Ares' leadership. I keep telling you, honey, the sooner the better for me. I'm sure there's a story there. Dova's not down. Dova's with Ares. Krotos came down. Wow. I wonder how many times have you died on your adventures? Jeez. Maybe I chose the wrong people to go with. Whew. Indeed. Well, maybe that's somewhere to avoid. Indeed, you do. Well then, I'll certainly do my best to stick around here, where the money is. And it's about this time Alkindr would have made it down. When does Half Moon Keg come down? Alright. So when were you gonna do this? Right now?
Yeah, alright. He closes his journal and follows Catherine's lead.
She just would, I think, take the first room of them, which nobody seems confident in, and just sit down and then channel him into her body.
Hello. What is this again? You have come to speak with me once more. I recognize this feeling. Anything feeling not dead feels good. But I feel my people. Their pull is weaker now, but I still feel them. What happened within the catacombs?
Well, that didn't go so well. We weren't really, unfortunately, we weren't able to deal with the problem just at that moment. We will get to it eventually.
I can feel it.
Yes.
I can still feel the evil in my people's hearts. That is not their way. He is driving them. He must be destroyed.
Yes, he will be destroyed as soon as we are adequately prepared to deal with him. Um, and we did actually have a few questions for you here, Mrs. Journal. While you're here,
I will tell you what I can, but the pull of the evil is quite strong.
yes, we gathered. Now, no.
Quickly,
First,
what are your questions?
yes. First, I'll ask the Cathal's questions. Do you have any, aside from that business, do you have any other unfinished business that you would like to take care of on this plane?
My people, just my people. They
Oh,
must be
alright.
cleansed.
Scribbles a journal. Alright.
You must hurry. I cannot stay here much longer. I feel the pull.
Are you alright?
The evil it pulls me. What do you wish to know? I need your help as fast as possible.
Right, okay, yes. Would you be willing to help us? Okay, would you be willing to come into this body and help us occasionally?
I fear these brief moments are all we have until the evil has been destroyed and my family's burial ground is cleansed. I cannot focus on such things.
You seem a bit distraught. Is something happening? Can you tell me what's wrong?
The distance that pulls at me, it chips away at my spirit.
Hmm.
You must help us. And that's it. He goes away.
As Catholic just says, what happened? What did he say?
Well, first, he basically has only the catacombs, whatever it was that was in the catacombs to deal with, left on this plane. So there's that. Secondly, seemed fairly distraught. I think whatever is causing problems over there is making more of a mess. We probably want to hurry. He seems to be growing weaker, apparently.
Would I know of that it's possible to sack out a soul for energy? Of a
Is that a
20.
Are you asking what? Are you asking?
If I am with a 28, if I'm able to know that you can suck out a soul for energy like demons do.
If who can?
Because I would mention that and say we might need to get there faster and try to deal with him. Because, well, it could be that his soul gets used for more power.
You see, the staff that you're using kind of warms and vibrates. Or roll a perception, both of you.
Okay.
Okay, now both of you roll an Arcana.
Okay.
6. Don't worry about it. I think Alkindor recognizes some magic glowing within the staff. It appears to have the magical signature of a spell that would be like a teleportation or a recall.
Which spell? Can I do another check?
No, you hold on. Is there even a recall spell? I don't think so. It's a teleport. It's a mass teleport spell. You recognize in there. You wouldn't know where it was from, where it was to though.
Alright, that's interesting. So I have reason to believe that...
No, we'll say... Yeah, hold on, let's see. Word of Recall is the spell.
Okay, he describes this spell and what it does. Which would be... apparently allows multiple people to be teleported to a place, but I do not know where this place is. I think it would be fair to say, though, that it's probably leading back to those catacombs.
That would be a fair assessment.
Seems reasonable. Well, what shall we do now? Priscilla wants to head to High Home as fast as possible, and I still feel the urge to maybe help the spirit out of his sorrow. And if its soul doesn't remain longer in the evil planes because somebody checks it out, we should try to help. We'll talk at Fate or when he wants.
Yes, that's the thing. I'm not entirely sure. To be honest, I don't know what happened there, and it bothers me. I don't like dealing with something that I don't understand. If
you should fill Allure in on what just happened.
Yes. Yes, we will, but in time.
Okay. I just think he might have a particular interest.
Right. We should probably tell Alor. We should probably tell Ares what's happened.
Yeah, we should certainly do so. While you call him, I need anyway to prepare a channel to my daily scenes. If you want to call him and inform him, do so.
He nods and goes down the stairs and he sees Krotos. And he walks over and he raises his arm in greeting.
Good morning.
Morning. Do you know where Ares is?
He perhaps still sleeps. I haven't seen him.
Which room was this again? I kind of crashed. So I don't...
He just kind of looks at Castle. I guess an unoccupied room as he looks back at you. I just went into the first unoccupied room I saw. I didn't know we had rooms.
Ah. Alright, hold on. He turns and goes up to check on the rooms that he knows are allocated to them. Does he find anything in Ares' room? Or does he?
No.
Can he even open Ares' room?
It was never open to begin with.
Hmm. Hmm. He heads back down the stairs. I don't think Ares actually got into his room.
That's odd, isn't it?
It is a little bit. It is a little bit. Half Moon. Half Moon.
Yes.
Would you be so kind as to follow me out? I think he might be somewhere out on the town. Possibly. He must be. I don't think he would have left in the middle of the night. Then he remembers Tornell.
Who are we looking for?
Ares, he's not in his room, and apparently he didn't come back.
We saw him
Whenever he
leave, right?
No, I didn't see anyone leave.
No, out of character last night. We saw him leave, right?
Oh.
Did you?
I don't know. We
I
were
think
all
he
at the-
went up to bed before he left.
Yeah, I went up to bed, so everyone else might have seen him, but he definitely didn't.
I don't even remember this, so if you say so.
Anybody check his room?
Yes,
He
it's
did
locked.
drink a lot last night.
Well, it's locked, but it's locked in such a way that it wasn't open to begin with, which makes me think he just did not enter his room after the song. It was a very nice song, by the way, he says to Priscilla.
She reaches her hand up and waves, not really losing attention to what she's doing.
Right, so would you help me to find him?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Hmm.
She says, as soon as possible, guys!
Yes,
Time is
yes. Okay, so we leave the place and we go and look for Ares.
I suppose you'd have to do some tracking, then.
Yeah, good luck.
Apparently, I don't even know where Ares is.
Ares don't even know where he is.
I'm whispering Aaron where it's at.
So while you do that, okay. Half Moon looks around. Alcandra will ask, though, how many people are looking? Like, how many people are awake and about?
Everybody at this point.
Oh, okay.
The perception is for finding Dova's footprint, and then the survival is try to find which way they went.
Why don't you use that bird screaming in the background?
I'm gonna kill the fucking bird.
Okay. +2 for not getting lost. You don't, wait. Hold on, gotta look at the DCs again. Look at those DCs. So it's pretty, soft ground. It's fairly easy to find some tracks and follow them, and you see him go toward the river.
That's odd. He's going towards the river. Which way?
The closest river, south.
Give me 1 second.
Oh no, sorry, he goes east because you said ferryman.
Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. The river towards High Helm, or...
Yeah, the river towards High Helm.
I'll look at Alkander. I think he might have went ahead.
What?
I start following the path.
Wait. Okay. Alkander follows after her. What do you mean went ahead? Went ahead where?
Looks like he's going towards High Helm.
That can't be right. He starts to pick up the pace. We should maybe we can still catch up with him. I don't understand.
Roll another survival. Now, Connor, you can try and assist.
With what?
Survival. Oh, you don't have it? Okay. Doesn't matter. Anyway, that's enough for the soft ground. You see that the tracks that led, you follow them all the way toward the ferry, but you see they don't actually go and stop at the ferry. They lead off and along the river to a place out of sight.
So he kind of went upward.
Yeah, up along the river, north along the river. You'd be able to follow him and find him. You rolled well enough.
Well, we keep on going. I just tell him that it doesn't look like he got on the ferry. Looks like he kept walking along the riverbank here.
Oh, that's good. So we just needed some fresh air.
And after a few more minutes, you'll see him, evidence of Dova and him. They weren't trying to be too terribly sneaky. Or in a small copse. He looks like he's meditating. And Dova's laying down next to him. And as you get within sight of her, she lifts her head. She knows you're there. But she knows who you are, and she doesn't appear to be ready to stop you from approaching at any point.
Hello, Dova. Alkander waves.
He's praying to his god. I've seen him do this before.
It's very important part. It's very important to be able to connect with your deity, such. Have you not done it before?
I have, but not as long as he does.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't think anyone, except other paladins, I suppose, would be quite as devoted as he is. Well, he kind of sits down on a nearby rock.
Do you think you can make your way back to town?
Yes, I think I should be fine. Just if you would just. Castle is doing her seance in her room. Tell her we should be back at some point. I don't actually know how long this is going to take.
Well, do you want to go back or do you want to stay?
I can stay. I don't have anything I'm doing.
All right, I'll get everybody and we'll meet you at the ferries.
Sounds like a plan.
Try to meet there around noon. I head back.
All right. Do you say anything to Ares, Alkander?
I don't. I let him meditate.
Alkander, do you say anything to him?
Alkander is just kind of waiting for a moment, at which he's not so, in deep prayer. Although if 10 minutes, if like half an hour passes.
Well,
then...
you do know that from being with Ares long enough that if Dova knows you're there, that he knows you're there.
Alright.
After a couple minutes go by, Ares is gonna pat the ground next to him, invitingly.
Okay. He stands up and walks over to the ground where Ares was patting. And then he crouches in place. Hello. Hello.
You hear him taking a deep breath, and then he looks over at you. You can see his eyes swollen again. He's been crying a lot.
Mm.
And he looks out toward the river. And he'll say, "Isn't the river beautiful? All calm."
Indeed. Are you alright? You seem your eyes are a bit
He sniffles again and says, "Yeah, I feel, I don't feel good."
Mm. Well, is there anything I can do to help?
He smiles at you and says, "I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so forceful on you last night."
Well,
And you can clearly understand that he's attempting to change the subject.
narrows his eyes.
I don't think that Alcandor would clearly understand that. I think
He's
he'd have
got
to
a
roll
sense
sense
motive.
motive.
He's got a sense
That's
motive,
true. I have a sense motive of 11 though.
which is better than Ares.
Okay. He would clearly understand it.
Narrows his eyes. Well,
How can you have such a terrible charisma and have a sense motive?
Because it's wisdom check.
sense motive is not based on charisma. And second,
It's wisdom.
Yeah, but
I
you would think
It's-
it would have something to do with how well you understand and can talk to people as well. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
No, it's all
that's why
about-
Pathfinder took it a bit wrong. Yeah.
it's all about like looking at people.
Well, being
don't have-
observant and understanding, I guess. All theory, little practice, eh?
Well, yes, you should. Please do not do that again. That was very uncomfortable. My head still hurts. And my mouth tastes like death. Is this what you wake up to every morning when you...
When you say that your head hurts, you can start to see him casting an incantation, spellcraft if you want.
Those switches.
I don't think you
What? Fuck!
was 14 enough.
I believe it's 15 plus 2 times spell level, so no.
Oh,
And he's going to finish his incantation and touch you. Your fatigue seems to go away.
But he still takes how much damage?
None.
How is that?
I cast lesser restoration on him.
Oh, he didn't have fatigue.
yes, I did.
Didn't you do something to get rid of it? Okay, never mind.
Oh, that was Half Moon Cat. Alexander doesn't have that shit.
And then he says to you after he casts a spell, "This is how I wake up every day."
Ah. That seems quite useful actually. I should learn how to do that. He looks down at his hands for a moment. Oh right, yes. We have new intelligence from You know the shaman, you know the catacombs where, you know, you just kind of.
You kind of see him put his arms folded across his legs and his head down on his arms when you say catacombs.
Right. Well, long story short, we have some things we need to talk about. Basically, whatever you faced there is making more of a mess, I think. And we probably want to go deal with it before it gets too out of hand. Are you all right with this?
But of course not. It's a stupid idea to return there.
I mean, granted, it didn't go so well last time. But, however, as long as we go in with a if we can prepare ourselves more adequately, we should be able to deal with whatever it was. I don't know what happened. Can you tell? Okay. Besides, listen, I understand this has been a hard few days for you. This is something that we probably will eventually have to deal with anyway. And
then he snaps his head at you. Why is it that we have to deal with it?
well, that's a
Surely there are other adventurers.
There might be other adventurers, but we're the ones who have the only point of contact with the person who knows what's happening there.
You say that like you know how every other group works. How do you know that they are incapable?
Well, not so much that they're incapable as, you know, we took the thing, we took the point of contact. I confess I can't say for sure how this spirit stuff works, but I'm fairly certain you need a point of contact. Otherwise, it becomes more difficult, and I'm pretty sure that we have the main point of contact. If there are any others, whatever it was that you faced is probably taking care of them.
He goes back to looking at the river. Know this. I will not go there willingly.
Not even for the sake of those poor lost souls. They're being subjected to goodness knows what.
I cannot say that I do not feel remorse for them. But I will not go.
Well, we can't do this. Okay, this is very cliche, but we can't do this without you. And listen, I know it's difficult. It was hard going in there. I couldn't go in there on my own. There's no way in hell. If it wasn't for you, it wasn't for everyone else, well. But at the same time, I don't think it would be right for us to just leave this matter be. What we have to do is we have to go there, but we have to go there properly prepared this time. Now that we know what we're up against, we won't be...
What are we up against? You did not see.
Yes, I did not see. This is a very good point, and it's making it very difficult for me to say anything. But you saw it, right?
Did not see. All I saw was fire coming at me, and as soon as it hit, I cannot remember. And then the next thing I see is my beloved Jeremiah. He's dead.
But he's alive now. Admittedly, perhaps not in the capacity that you wanted him to be, but he is still alive.
He's going to take in a deep breath and just look at you. Why do you want to return?
I don't know, I feel as though...
You feel wrong. If it had not been for Jeremiah's sacrifice, you would have died.
I can't deny that. I'm probably not the one who should be talking to you about this. I don't know how to convey myself very well. Listen, I think you need to come back to the inn. Let's talk with Castle and everyone else. We are going to be meeting up at the docks, I believe it was. Or the tavern, one or the other.
Half Moon Cat said she'd get everybody to meet you at the ferry.
Yeah, the ferry. That's what it was. So let's go and let's meet up with everyone and let's discuss this as a group. Because I don't think this is a decision that any of us should be making on our own.
He'll look back at the river, sigh, stand up, and offer you a hand to help you up.
Thanks. Gets up and looks back towards town. Are you ready?
I've been ready for hours. I was just trying to clear my mind.
Alright, we should get going now. He straightens up and he starts walking back the way they came.
You'll make it about 40 or so paces, and then you'll finally see Aries start walking.
He stops and looks back as he stops and looks back, and then as he sees Aries moving, he nods to himself, and then he continues.
All Alright, you guys will make your way back towards the ferry. And as you approach, you will see the rest of your party there. Krotos, Half Moon Cat Cathel, and even Priscilla with her instrument and her backpack on her back.
Before we leave town, I want to talk to the bartender.
Okay.
I
can do
ask
that
him, what is your best liquor you have in a bottle?
Well, he looks under the bar. It seems that's already been drank. He looks a little bit farther over. Right now we have this 20-year-old Scotch. I believe it's probably about 50 silver.
I will take 2.
This is the only one we have, young
Well,
lady.
then
I'm
give
sorry.
me. I want that bottle and your next best.
Alrighty then. He reaches under, and he looks around, pulls out another bottle, blows the dust off of it, kind of wafts towards your face, and you sneeze. And it's like, here you go. He puts them on the table, on the bar.
And she said 50 silver for the first one, so the second one must be a little bit cheaper. I give her 3 gold.
It's a he. And he's like, oh, well. He takes the gold and puts it away, and then he takes the other 2 gold and pockets it.
I put 1 bottle in my bag and carry the other one out.
Okay.
Right. Also, before we go, I'm going to look around for the things I wanted to buy the date for. It should be sulfur, saltpeter, and charcoal.
Well, he'd have the charcoal. Sulfur and saltpeter are actually alchemical ingredients. I had to look that up.
Yeah.
Alchemical.
Yeah, so he buys charcoal. Well, 20 silver. Well, no, not 20. What the fuck? Hold on. I think it's 3 copper for 20 pounds, so yeah.
Do you buy 3 coppers worth?
3 coppers worth is more than enough. Then he will go and find sulfur and saltpeter, assuming that this place has an alchemical place.
You would not find an alchemist here.
Alright.
I mean, not a sophisticated one. No, not one to meet your needs.
Yeah, alright.
They would direct you toward Heidhelm.
Fair enough. Alright, ready to go.
Alright, so you two, you did this previously. Now you and Ares are at the ferry. And you walk up or you're walking up to the ferry and you see the rest of the party waiting for you there.
I found him. Well, a Half Moon Cat found him. I brought him back.
Good. Did you tell him about it already?
I think it would be better if you told him exactly what happened. Or, well, rather, it would be better if we discussed why we should be going back, because I don't think he wants to.
The only reason we would want to go back is to rescue the slowly consumed soul and bring in the spirit out of its misery.
So, why is it that we have to go?
It's not that we have to go, it's that about what I find right. Would you want that the thing which bothers you, even your afterlife, to stop? That your people rest in peace? Would you think, just try to imagine, that you get back to your dad and in your hometown, people pilger the catacombs of your family and do horrible things to them. Burn them to ashes, rape dead bodies. What do you want? Do you would want to see
You
such
best
things?
save your argument for Krutos. He is the one with catacombs. We do not bury our dead.
Put them onto a river. How about if people would get these corpses
If-
back from
If they
the
were to
sea?
fire the river, then I would have just cause. The knights would have just cause. My lords would have just cause.
But some people don't. Some people just try to imagine your empire to fall. Try to imagine it falls and the people don't respect your culture at all. They take the bodies of your lords, the people you liked, you respected, and you went into war with. And they just disgrace them as good as they can. Wouldn't it fill you with sorrow? Wouldn't you want that people try to help you too?
Others will help. Of this I am certain.
Well, we can always say others will help. But if that's true, why we are not the others? We can't expect anybody to help if everybody has the mindset that the others gonna do things.
Actually,
At the point of when you said, "How come we are not the others?" Your Ares is going to erupt in a burst of rage and shove you back. Like, no, I said no.
calm down.
Well-
Calm down. No need for that.
Well, then decided. It seems. I'm sorry for the spirit, but it's. If a decision is made, we shouldn't oppose it. I see and understand why he wants to travel on. It is a hard thing to keep always help all people around you. It's a difficult task, and we can't afford it currently.
Okay, so while this discussion is happening, we see Alakander like fold his arms. Then he looks up to his side. He looks up a little bit to the sky. His brow furrows. His mouth tilts. And one of his fangs is showing. Then he brow furrows a little bit more. Then he tilts his head over to the other side. Okay.
Alcandor, as you start talking, you guys see somebody running up, and he runs up to Alcandor, and he delivers the letter.
Alexander takes the letter. Then he looks at the name on it. His eye and his brows go up. And then a massive grin splits his face. You get the impression that if he was not feeling so under the weather, he would probably be jumping.
But you aren't. Remember, Ares restoration you.
Oh, that's true. He jumps. He does a little hop. He's like, oh, all right. He tucks the letters into his duster pocket. Right. Anyway, we'll get to that later. What I was saying was, this is more important, right? I have a very strong suspicion that, well, you are right that others might be able to fix the problem. There is something there specifically that pertains to us that will help us. Call it a hunch. Very strong hunch.
He's going to sigh at you and say, "Enough of this. I'm going to arrange our ferry." And he's going to walk away toward the ferryman.
No,
If he walks towards the ferry, I walk with him.
I get the impression that this is very important and I kind of need to convince him to do this now. I don't know how I should do that.
Does he keep on walking to the ferry?
Yeah, he intends to carry out what he said he was going to do.
I walk beside you and I tap you with the bottle. I offer it to you.
Which one are you offering him?
Whichever one. They're both for him, but he can only drink one at a time.
What's this? You have a bottle? I thought you were too young to drink.
It's not for me, it's for you, my friend. It seems like only these days, when you're drunk, you're happy.
When you say that, he stops walking. And then he just stares at you. You can almost see that he's almost about to break into tears. Yes. This is not the path I saw myself. This place. Why?
It's your God. She's testing you.
Why? Why does she let this happen to Jeremiah?
She allowed him to come back. You always say that if the God wills it, it will be done. Do you think he would have came back if she would not have willed it?
You can tell your words sink deep with him.
Now, I'll follow you if you want to go to High Helm. And the person that killed, what the hell was his name? Jeremiah. The person that killed Jeremiah, don't you want to avenge his death? You don't want to see someone else do that, do you?
You can tell that there's a lot of hesitancy in his voice with the long pause. And then he is going to say, I just can't. I can't go back.
Whichever way you decide, I will follow you. Know this, if you need my help to kill it, I'll help you, and we will kill it.
He'll nod at you and then continue walking toward the ferryman.
I keep walking with you. And I tell you, once that bottle is done, if you need more, I have another.
Ares, you're gonna have to roll for being an alcoholic.
Probably soon in the near future. I think I've only drunk twice here.
It says moderate addiction, but it doesn't give me. I guess it's just the regular DC. Anyway, continue. We'll see.
Alright, I'll get to the ferryman.
Right. You ready for a row?
A row?
Cross the river.
I'm I'm gonna look over at the boat he intends to use.
It's a large ferry. It seems to have room for all of you, the horses, and both the wagons at once. It's quite a large ship, and it's got a rope essentially that's stretched from one end of the river to the other that is attached to the ferry.
Yes, I would like to arrange a ferry across the river.
He looks around. Right. For your company, that'd be 10 silver piece. Another 10 for each wagon. And 10 for each beast. Sorry, 20 for each wagon.
He's trying to calculate it in his head, and he seems to fail to make the mathematics work.
It's a gold 10.
It's 110 gold
No, 1 gold, 10 silver.
for the whole thing,
Yeah.
and he just looks at Half Moon Cat. Did I do the conversions right? Is he judging us of gold and 10 and a silver?
I didn't hear the amounts, but it's correct.
10 per person, 20 for each wagon, 10 for each beast. You got 5 people, 2 wagons, and 2 beasts. Oh wait, I guess 3 beasts because Alcindor has to have something to pull his wagon.
Sure.
So 1.2.
Yeah.
Question mark?
You can roll anything?
Roll what? You just told me how much it was, and I'm telling you, did he offer us 1.2? I didn't hear what he said the total was.
That would be the 1.2.
Ares is confused.
What is that?
That's his intelligence.
No, don't roll that. God damn it, you can roll your charisma if you want a better deal by now. Why do I have to tell you this?
It's not that it's a better
1.2
deal. He's confused about how much that is.
1 gold, 20 silver.
He feels like he did the conversions wrong.
Oh wait, it should be 20 silver. 20 silver is 2 gold.
It's 1 gold, 2 silver.
2 silver, sorry, yeah. I forget, it's not 100, it's 10. I always do that.
We just pay it.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's why he's doing the... Yeah, okay, I was fucking that up. Sorry. It's 1 silver per person, 2 silver per cart, 1 silver per beast. That's why. My bad. That was all me.
I'll pay him
1.2?
2 gold.
You're not going to roll a diplomacy?
No,
Cathal, are you going to roll a diplomacy?
but I will improve his attitude on the boat.
We're not going to nickel and dime these people.
I'm actually not there, but no.
How are you not here? Yes, no, you came with everybody else. That's what I said.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but he's still with the wagon. The 2 of us walked to get the ferry.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Anyway, 1.2. Sorry, I did the conversion wrong. You give him 2 gold? It's like, yes, my lord. I'll get you across lickety split. Where the rest? Whenever you're ready.
I'm gonna do some like hand gestures, and then Dova, who's over with the party, is going to roar, saying that in some way or manner that Ares is trying to signal you guys.
Kevin will look towards it and yeah, go towards him, drawing one of the cards with him, or gesturing that the horses should come with him. Yeah.
can follows.
All right, you all load onto the ferry, and he begins to pull you across the river.
How long is this going to take?
To get across the river?
Yeah.
It's a pretty wide river, probably about 30 minutes. I think you guys probably left before 12. Everybody got up by 10 o'clock. And Alcindor went to find Ares. Conversations, blah, blah, blah. 11 o'clock is when you got to this point, so 30 minutes across the river would take you to 11:30.
Oh, God.
And then Ares can roll his charisma.
First, I'm going to improve this guy's attitude, telling him that ferryman's a very noble work. I feel like I did a good job, even if I wasn't trying.
He's beaming with a big smile. Thank you, my lord. Your praise means more than any tip. And he works harder, and he actually gets you across the river in 25 minutes. So, you gonna roll your leadership to see how long it takes you to get high home?
Sure, why not? Alright, boys, let's do this! Leroy Jenkins!
Not bad. Roll me D4, 2D4.
I can't believe it.
So that's 3. You get there in 9 hours. So it's after dark, but you're able to push them through. Yeah, I'm sure that's what you thought. Alright, let's, so you guys arrive in High Helm, and it is quite dark, because you get there at about 9 hours, 11:30, 8:30, so it's evening at that point.
Oh. So I'm gonna ask Priscilla, where does she intend on working? Because we shan't be missing one of her performances.
Oh, well, I'm surprised you asked. I was going to ask myself. I'll be performing at the Riverside Inn tonight. I was hoping you guys would be there. I got seats. I'll get seats ready to go for you. And she makes her way across the bridge and into the inn.
Sweet. Well, since it took us so long to get there.
So,
Yeah, it is dark, but so most stuff is going to be closed. What was that?
I'm sorry, I just, oh God. Something distracted me. It took us 9 hours to get here, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I do the hours retraining.
Is that something you can do in a wagon?
Yes.
Alright.
Is there any it's let's see here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Marketplace 6. Is there any markets open when I get there?
Oh, sorry. By the way, the Lord's Manor, number 11, that's actually the library. Number 15 is the Lord's Manor. Just FYI. 8:30, there's not really many people working. The smith would be closed at that point. and if that's who you're looking for, but there'd be like some people still hawking food goods at the market.
Not like a wondrous magic item kind of dude.
Not at this late.
Okay. Is there stables here?
Say the playground number 4 is your stables.
I'll see that the horses are attended to at the stable. Crotus will aid me in that.
It's not really helpful, but thanks.
Yeah, that's for me and myself.
Alright. How much does it cost to stable a horse anyway? I don't think I've ever seen that cost.
Negligible.
Alright. And Dova's gonna wander around town again. Because she's an intelligent beast.
Oh god.
So I take it you stabled Alkinder's horse. Okay.
Right, okay.
So both those horses are there.
So, like,
What does Dova find herself doing during the night?
I don't know, chasing womp rats?
I was just
Ooh,
gonna
what are
say,
womp rats?
chasing rats.
Big rats? River rats? I don't know.
I like it.
wait, is it the 19th or the 20th?
It's... Hold on. It is now the 20th. After tonight, it'll be the 21st. Once you go to sleep and wake up, it's the 21st.
That's weird, it should be the 19th.
No. Why?
Well, because the 18th was when we got there, and then we slept, so the day after would be the 19th. Unless there's a... Oh, wait.
Do you know how to math right?
Oh, yeah, no, I fucked up. Never mind.
Yes. Okay, good.
Do you even lift, bro?
So,
Oh, God. Okay, so, shit. I'm sorry, I'm being very... Something just happened that just... Oh, God. Anyway. Everyone is... Oh, God.
y'all should ask him about the letter.
I was just about to. We should have asked him while we were traveling.
Yeah, while we were traveling, I'm sorry. The player is a little bit disoriented because of this.
Well then, while you're doing your little speech during the road, every now and again you'll hear Ares shout at you, "Hurry up!"
Right. So during the boat thing, the ferry ride, he opened the letter and then he was reading it. Then he opened the other letter and he read it very rapidly. Well, okay, no. He opened the first letter, then he read it. He seemed taken aback by something, and then he seemed kind of like reluctant, not reluctant, that's not the word. Well, like, he was carefully considering the second letter, and then on the wagon ride over to Highhelm, he opened the second letter, but that was in his wagon, so. But when they come up to High Helm, you can see he's still holding the letter in his hand.
The messenger gave you a letter, correct? Where'd you get that other letter?
It
And
was
what did
inside.
they say?
Well, okay. Basically, I think.
Okay, you thought.
And he looks down at the letter. I think I might have a pen. Maybe it's too soon. It's probably too soon to be. It's probably too soon to be found.
Spit it out. You have a kid?
No. Oh no. Looks at you.
What's so shameful about having a child?
It's not.
Says Kronos.
It's not that. It's just if I was going to settle down, you know, I would know. This is not the kind of news that would come to me on a letter. I would already have known this. Also, when the hell am I going to find someone to say, okay, this is getting wildly off tangent. Anyway, I sent a letter and I got a reply back.
Who'd you send it to?
I sent it basically when we were in Pangolis. We needed a person to, help us, to guide us through the city, and she.
And yeah, she.
But I sent.
Is that the letter from the person that wasn't there?
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me just. Alright, basically, I found another Dampier, right? And I sent a letter to the Dampier, and Dampier sent a letter back, and I think I might have how do you say pen pal? Right? I don't know whether it's too soon, but she said that she would like to keep correspondence with me.
Ooh. She?
Yes, don't make it weird. She's just.
I think last night should have been a celebration.
No! I don't. No. Don't be silly.
We get to plan another wedding.
No! You don't plan any wedding. Don't make this weird, please.
Careful, there's a smile on your face.
You need to stop. Please stop. You're making me uncomfortable.
That's why you were jumping earlier.
Yes, that's why I was jumping earlier. This is.
So we're gonna get to do another wedding.
No, you're making it far worse.
You don't plan on pursuing a relationship?
Okay,
do you mention anything about what she said?
If we could get a word in edgewise. Listen, alright, so basically.
Or do you show them the letters? Here's a shout. I think it's better that you pursue a family.
Okay. Alright, just look. And he shows them the letter.
All of them?
Well, he shows Half Moon Cat. The letter says
that's
she's
fantastic.
Right there.
You can get a house right next to Jeremiah.
No. Because she was in Look, just read the letter. Here, see, look.
So you talked to us about what happens when a vampire settles down with a human.
No.
What happens when a Dampier
Oh
and a Dampier have a child?
I was actually curious about that myself.
They get Dampier.
That's actually very No, they don't get. They might. I don't think they do.
As half-elves and half-elves, they get also half-elves.
I mean,
I would think so.
No, with Dampiers, they don't reproduce. For some reason.
That's
Are they sterile?
No, not like they reproduce, but they don't reproduce Dampiers. But I don't.
What are they, humans?
Yes, humans with like undead lineage kind of thing. Like a human with the undead sorcerer bloodline, for instance, would be a common thing. But like a Dampier, making over Dampier is kind of unheard of. So, okay, wildly off track. I don't understand why this.
I mean, depending on how Crotus was feeling, he might have done something extremely uncomfortable to you. We'll see. On a 10, he's feeling up to it. Nah.
Well, all right. So her name, it's Mario. It's such a lovely name. And apparently she's nobility, which I did not know, and I'm kind of probably in a little bit over my head here.
Where are you guys when you're talking about all this?
We're on the road.
Okay.
Okay, this is going up to High Helm?
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't. No, I mean she didn't seem upset. I mean you people probably like he looks at Castle and Ares. You're very like charismatic sorts. You probably have had similar letters sent to you all the time. He shows them like he shows Castle the letter. Does she seem upset? This is good, right? This is like there's nothing wrong with this, right?
The letter. It has, but for a moment, before they read it, I actually never had such letters. People never tried to do such because, well, you never tried to do that to nobility. It would be not good to do such.
Crotus
As he then just starts reading it.
Crotus is gonna jab you with his elbow and says, "You shouldn't ask him for advice. He hasn't had a lady friend."
Well, no. The letter seemed very good, right? The letter seems good. She seems very good, right? And
If you want some advice, you could always ask me.
And
he's brimming with a smile.
I'm gonna sense motive on that.
You can tell that Crotus was very well liked by the ladies.
Well, I appreciate it, I think.
Hey, roll the penis size. Go ahead to prove it.
What's it supposed to be? 3D?
3D3 plus charisma mod. See how well he was liked.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow!
Alright then. Jeez. I feel like you're reading a lot more into this than it should be read. Right now,
Well, hold up. If you don't want my opinion, you might as well ask her. And he points to Priscilla.
Oh, Priscilla
Damn, how
along the
many
road.
friggin' letters are there?
There's a letter from. So unfortunately, they're all on the same page, so they can read your letter to her as well. So there's a letter from Alkindr to the Baronet, and then in that letter, there's another letter to the girl, and then in Alkindr, in the response to Alkindr, there's a letter from the Baronet and a letter from the girl.
Careful.
So there's 2 total letters that were sent and received.
yes, and I
But
was
there's
working.
there's 2 letters in each, so 4 total.
Yeah, I was kind of like working on the reply when you pulled it
Oh,
up.
that's yeah.
I didn't
Sorry, I guess they can
save.
see that too. Yeah.
No, it's not so much that, but also I didn't save the reply, so now that's kind of why I'm in Yeah.
Well, don't. Yeah, that top one isn't just the bottom 4.
Well, I'm
Oh,
reading the
right.
last, I believe, right now.
Sorry, there's a lot there.
I know, that's why I haven't said anything in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You want to give them a Cliff Notes version? Just tell them what what it says real quick.
But basically, she responded favorably. She said it was nice that he sent the letter, and she has been, she said a lot of things, but the main gist of it is that she wanted to keep contact with him, and she wanted him to tell her about what.
Alright, just
Yeah.
here. I'll just read it. She says, Dear Alkender, it was quite sweet of you to write. Somehow, I knew I would hear from you again. I am doing very well, thank you for asking. Well, that's not true, in fact. These days since you left, I've been quite dreadfully bored. So bored, in fact, I often find myself visiting the dungeons to look on the half-dragon you traveled with. He's constantly complaining and shouting about who his family is, but he seems to represent something for me. Seeing you and your friends have stirred something in me. It has brought me memories of my traveling days before settling down in Pangolius. I recall the danger and excitement of venturing through the world, and thought my travels did not turn out so well last time, I found myself yearning for that adventure once again. Though my aunt would be distraught if I were to inform her of my desire to venture out into the dangerous world once again, especially after how her and I came to meet, I can't help but think someone who has faced the silver and sapphire before would be a perfect escort for a frail young damper such as myself. Maybe one day we can speak on that more, but for now it was very nice to hear from you, and I hope it's not too much of an ask of you to keep in touch and inform me of your travels. I can't help but feel connected to your adventure and cannot wait to hear more. Yours truly, Maria Dolores.
Maria Dolores.
So they want your advice. He wants your guys' advice on what that means.
This is good, right? This is a pen. This is correspondence.
Oh no, this is much more than just a friend.
What?
She is attracted to you and your adventures.
When you
what?
write to her, you will write what you would write, and then show me, and then I will tell you what you should write.
He looks down at his hands and he wrings them. That might be a good idea. I mean, maybe I might do that. I don't trust that look you're giving me. I think you're reading a little bit too much into it.
Oh, don't flatter yourself, lad. I've had quite many of penmanship requests. Mostly because some of the others had to send mail back to the Empire, and they wanted me to proofread it. But I can still tell you what you need to write.
Yeah, okay, I suppose, well, I should reply to, Sir Victor first, actually.
Well, wait.
Hmm?
You mean to tell me you're not interested in this lady whatsoever?
And he kind of scratches at the back of his head. You can see his face is darkening a little bit. What I saw, when I saw her, she was pretty.
Bluff check.
He doesn't know how to bluff. He's not lying.
Are you telling us you like boys?
No, you gotta. Are you hiding the? Because you're blushing, obviously. So you gotta roll a bluff check. Because you're obviously hiding the fact that you like her.
Okay, I'll roll my 1d20 minus 2.
I think it's a bit more than a -2.
Yeah, I'll give it a -10 modifier because he's just really bad with this entire situation.
No,
So
minus
that's-
2 is fine. You are very obvious to the fact that you do feel something more.
Oh, wow, okay.
But do you have
Al's
a
in
base 11?
love. Al's
Yeah,
in
half
love.
has a base 11 as well. She didn't have to roll.
Stop.
Oh, don't you worry. You just take everything I say at face value, and you'll be betting her in no time.
These swallows.
You hear them.
Like,
That's her job.
no. Stop that.
What, are you
Okay.
sure he doesn't just come dust? Like, he goes,
It is like
he isn't dead.
He's not undead. That's racist. It's fucking racist. I hate all of you. Yeah, like he's obviously, you can see he's very flustered, and he takes the letter back. And he's like, "I shouldn't have showed you this. This is."
You hear the man's
Well,
voice
alright.
out of careful speaking saying, spreading your wings is good, and this should bring you closer to the sky, but be careful when you try to stretch out your hands to it.
Ares is going to.
Hmm.
I guess you're on a wagon. He's going to stand next to you or sit next to you wherever you are, and he's going to tell Krotos to be gone. Put his hand on your shoulder and say, "He means well, but if you ever need and he pauses for a moment. Just another opinion that's not unfettered by love. You can always ask me."
Thanks, I appreciate that. I just... This is... Well, obviously, I've met other Dampiers, but they've mostly all been either really... Well, not to put too fine a point to it, but they've all either been real dicks, or they've just been very self-absorbed,
Like Alkindor.
dark, and brooding, and this weird.
Like Alkindor.
Hey! Outlander does not rude.
Neither does Batman, right?
I fucking dare you. It's too awkward for Brood, man. He's just like, he doesn't know how to people.
Phil just smiles while that she didn't give a single comment.
Yeah, she just... she was, I mean, we didn't really talk... Okay, this is going to sound kind of weird. We didn't really talk very much. What, she seemed nice. And, you know, I have kind of wanted to have, like, a person write to and stuff. So this is kind of... I mean, I do have my uncle. I wonder if that's it. I do have Sir Victor, but you know, he's really more my father's friend. So this is my first friend, maybe. I don't know if it's too early to be calling it that. I'm
Krotos is
majorly-
going to ask Half Moon Cat, were any of the eyes dotted with hearts?
I don't think so.
I don't think
We'll have to fix that.
What?
But now that I saw her handwriting, we can forge some letters.
That's
You actually would recall that the I in her name was dotted with a heart.
was dotted with what?
A heart.
Alkender?
No, not really. I'm just fucking with you. It was a very proper penmanship.
Aww.
Very proper penmanship.
Heffer just pats your shoulder, saying, "You will see that not many things that is work to get a friend. Be calm. Don't take it too serious. We're just making jokes."
From
But
what
still-
I read, it seems like she's interested.
Oh, yeah, but
Cronus.
you're weird.
Crotus is gonna shout at Alkender, "You best remember which battles are worth fighting. And remember, there's only one war, and you're going to succeed with my help."
What are you talking about?
Careful, just smile. Just be calm. It's nothing serious for now, but try to keep in touch.
It's not things serious at all. I don't know what
Alright.
you guys are.
Anyway, you guys would be doing all this over on the road, and then you'd arrive about 8:30. Priscilla would go off ahead, and toward the end, she'd tell you that her show was starting at 10.
Shall we go get food and rooms?
Yes, that's a good idea. We should also stable the horse. I mean, I think Ares is taking care of that actually. What I will do, he looks at this guy. I'm going to go and check to see whether the library is open. This is the captain's.
Why don't you tell them what you know about the city first?
Okay.
What is our plan in this town, and how long are we going to be here?
Well, it depends. Basically, we're here mostly because this is one of the 4 major areas that is definitely supposed to have things unimportant, but also for a few other things. I know for a fact that Ares is looking for Mithril, and this is a pretty good place to get it, seeing as it's a dwarven city.
You're going to do the research in the library for us, correct? Is there anything that we can do to aid you in that? Seeing that your partner, the half-dragon, was conspiring against us?
Don't remind me of that. Well, I actually think I should be able to do most of the research myself. He did leave us these notes, which, loath as I am to admit it, are quite helpful. If I have these, I should be fine on my own.
Is there a way that you can maybe fact check what he researched to make sure that he was giving us the correct information?
Yes. Yes, I can certainly do that. I suppose it would take longer, though. Well, in the first place, I'm not entirely sure how long this is going to take.
It would take, to fact check, it would take the same amount of time it takes you to research.
Well, yeah,
So
but
you could speed it up. Like any information of his that you want to fact check, you would have to speed it. You could do a normal check as if you were trying to do it again. Or you can try to find new information.
yeah, okay.
Well, while he's looking at the new information, if something comes across that would contradict what the dragon was researching, that's what I'm trying to say.
Then it will be noted down. Yes, this is kind of a gigantic. This is the place for dwarves to be. That is entirely not the right way. This is...
This is what I was talking about.
Hello?
Ah!
What?
He's getting back.
Hello?
Right now he's getting punched in the ribs.
Oh. Yes, this is...
I was already once in the city, actually. And it's okay, I would tomorrow want to visit a friend of mine.
Sorry. What'd you guys... What'd you say? Did you guys hear all that? Sorry.
You're under attack. We sounded the alarm.
Your wife beating you up again?
So what did you say? I didn't hear you. Where were we?
We're going in to see Priscilla's song. And Alcandar's going to check if the library is open.
And I said that I gonna tomorrow most likely visit my friend, Harold. I didn't say his name, but yeah.
You have a friend in High Helm?
Yes.
How that? You didn't tell me about
Harold.
this.
We all know it.
it's-
You should know it.
Seriously, I don't remember you mentioning this to me.
I saw it written down at least 4 different times.
It's actually in the journey stock, where I have written down all the river thing, the rivers and the Five Kings Mountains.
It's in the what?
I had 2 pieces of my biography and part of the story, where I also brought down with all the things with the River Kingdoms. There was also
Dude.
a small thing with Five King Mountains. And
You
a
wrote
thing with
me a
Witsu.
novel. What? You gotta tell me like before we get here. These things.
It was on page
Why don't you
438.
send me a whisper? I know, right? Why don't you send me a whisper and sum it up for me? Well, so you guys stable the horses. Alcandar looks for the library. It doesn't appear to be open. That takes you some time. You guys get there about 9:30. And it's just general song for now. You see her getting up there and preparing to tune her guitar and such. And even at this hour, there's still 30 minutes until there. It starts. Quite a few people start to arrive, but you got a bench reserved for you all in front.
Hmm. Well, shall we?
See quite a few dwarves that are excited to see the new act in town. In fact, it's all dwarves except you guys. And you get quite a few sneering looks at Cathal, but nobody's too unwelcomed outsiders. Did you tell him what you knew of High Helm? I didn't hear you say anything.
High Helm is among the ancient and expansive dwarven settlements recognized as a sky citadel. It was constructed during the Age of Darkness, within and beneath lofty Emperor's Peak and Five Kings Range, and has remained the center of dwarven culture on Albustan for millennia. It is. When you think dwarves, when you think capital city, you think High Helm.
You forgot actually something. The Sky Citadels. The Sky Citadels are pretty important, as they are one of the few still remaining. And also the trade of the wall area is pretty interesting. And there are many different districts, which you should keep in mind, as the outer districts are known for being sometimes not the best places to be at. But there are also some beautiful places there. I still remember the Verdurun Forest if I travel through these lands. They are beautiful forests.
Well, I've never actually been here, so this is a very interesting learning experience for me. I've only ever read about this in books. I guess I am quite aware of all districts.
Weren't you
Elves
just
lore.
lucky to know about this from your youth?
Hmm. I'm sorry, what?
I said it looks like she's getting ready. All the benches are full, and everybody seems excited to hear her this new performance.
Yes, we should probably quiet down now, though. I think. Yep, there it goes.
Nightingale's eyes with secret lies in their worth. Raven's tears they cry, but all the while they softly lie and spy on you. Nightingale's eyes, what will they find left behind? Craven master spy, with heart remiss for those who could not find the truth. Blinded, so we're hiding, dying to leave. We're hiding from the fighting, longing to see. We're waiting for someone to speak and set us all free. Nightingale's eyes can free the ties on our hands. Craven master spies, can they find the key that can unlock the past? We're hiding from the fighting, longing to see. We're waiting for someone to speak and set us all free.
All right,
Why would I get a minus
Aries,
20?
because of what the song was about. You were very sad. Everybody is affected this time, and everybody is saddened by the song. And as Aries seems to be drifting off into the music, a man approaches him. My lord? It is you. He looks over. The Hela Krotos, the magician witch. My lord, can it be? How are you both here?
We. And I'm just gonna stare at him to try and recognize who it is. But you want me to roll to see if I recognize the individual, or unless they are one of those two I mentioned in the whispers, I probably would know them immediately, especially the mentor.
Roll intellect. You recognize your first sergeant, Gerard.
Wow. Well, this is odd.
Krotos does as well.
How did you?
He
Were
was
you
with
with Krotos?
Krotos. Yes. He'll explain to you, and Krotos will Also, between the two of them, will explain to you that they were both on the same mission.
Oh. Oh, I'm glad I found it. I thought I was. Yes, it is me.
Well, I cannot believe you're here. It must be some fate or something. Not that I believe in the gods.
Right. So, all right. Have you been? You done well.
Well, I must say, I've been quite tired of late. I don't know what it is.
Hmm.
Is this one of your men?
Yes. This is First Sergeant. Gerard. He led the yeoman. And he was quite a fine archer.
Token.
Yeah, sure.
Huh. An archer. As you can hear the man voice of Ar'vahl. Interesting to see an archer. The last time I saw one, they almost killed me. Interesting. You are good guards, saving kings, saving important persons. I hope you do so too.
I go to shake his hand. Half Moon Cat, Ares' right man, woman, that is.
I'm under attack. Right. And you found his Lord How?
What'd he say?
He asked, you found his Lord How?
How we found Ares?
Yes, it's what I said.
We're adventurers. We fight evil. We found them. We met in a town that was under attack.
We just stand at the side and fought against some things which we consider common demon. And while we now stand together, side by side, sword by sword. Or bombs, as she looks to Alcanda.
Alcander, he extends his hand.
He asks Ares, "My lord, have you been having dreams of late?"
Alright, then I'll just take this back and...
Oh, sorry, he shakes your hand.
Oh no, it's fine. Shakes the hand. I'm fairly used to it. But please continue. I'm sure you have much catching up to do.
Yes, that seems related to a demon.
How dreadful. What is the status of this evil creature?
At large.
Yes. If this is the cause, then we must put an end to it, must we not, my lord?
Yes. You should definitely accompany us.
I'll follow you into the grave, my lord, after you got us out of that beastman trap. Well, wherever you say, sire.
Okay. can almost see like Ares is trying to use his influence as his lure to bring this guy into the fold, but he actually doesn't want to talk to him.
What kind of weapons does he have on him?
He is so inspired by your presence that he doesn't need words.
He actually has a composite longbow and a great number of arrows.
I nudge Arius aside. Hey, he's got a peasant weapon.
He's got a weapon fit for his station.
Alcander looks at Ares.
And you hear again the male voice of Ar'vahl speaking. Well, it's maybe a peasant weapon, but a weapon far more dangerous than a normal blade. It's better than any other peasant weapon you can find, and even often a bigger problem than a great sword wielded by some idiot.
Not wrong.
But that's only my opinion. As just careful. Well, we shouldn't speak about peasant weapon or not. Hello, sir. My name's Carful. I am the only person who didn't introduce myself. I am a former elf, and the other person which you heard already speaking is doesn't matter actually. Pleased to meet you.
You know how Ares first treated you when you were at half-orc?
Yes.
Imagine that Ares did that because you attacked a village that belonged to him. Now this is the guy whose village you attacked.
Jesus,
It's almost borderline ignoring slash hostile towards you. You'll not be touching me.
What's from an elf? I'm sorry about the current appearance. I'm not happy myself with it. But I understand. She just sits down and looks at her body and thinks, why did this happen to me? And she just sighs.
Alcander pats Castle on the shoulder.
Thank you.
So Gerard, what were you doing just before, well, we met you here? How long have you been in this area? He waves in the general direction.
I made my way here after I found myself lost in a nearby forest. Just when I went on that mission with Krotos and the others, I was thrown, I don't know where, and I woke up there. I can't tell you how long it's been. My lord, do you know how long you've been here? He said he's talking to Krotos. I suppose it'll be about as long as then.
What's that been like? 3 weeks?
Well, you can go ahead. You can go ahead and talk for him, Elor.
Yeah, 3 weeks. It's been. Yeah, about that long. But yeah, you can. How about the rest of you give me a sense motive?
As that happens, Priscilla will come down and say, thanks to all of you guys again for getting me here safely and coming to my show, too.
No problem.
Elkander and was that Cathal for a sunspot of
Yes.
23? Yeah, you two get the feeling that Krotos also doesn't really want to talk to him.
Do you guys say anything to Priscilla?
When
I don't
she's
care.
done, do they like throw coins to her?
Something like that.
What are they throwing? Like copper and silver?
Mostly copper and silver.
I give her a gold.
Well, thank you, young lady. If you ever want to learn, you know where to find me. I'll be mostly in this area.
Well, thank
Making
you
money
for
as
the
I
nice
can.
performance.
And she gives you a curtsy. And she goes about her playing.
And also, just says, "Thank you for the play." And she would then just hear from a short moment, male voice speaking, saying, "Not representing the reality."
She goes back to performing? Or is she done
Just
for the night?
general performances, not her main performance, just like background music.
I ask her, when she walks away, I walk with her and I ask her if she can play some uplifting music. Because Aries is a little sad. Something that might cheer him up.
I'll give it a try.
Thank you. Then I go back to the group.
So, it doesn't seem like we're not in there. Elkander mumbles in Halfling Cat and Cathal's direction.
So we getting rooms in this place?
Yes. Who was supposed to take care of that?
I pay 10 gold pieces.
Please,
Overpaying.
Cathal.
Yes.
Cathal, I understand. You're a very giving person.
It doesn't matter.
Gerard has a room in here. And they sit already.
These gold pieces should be just pay enough so that we can have a safe night here.
Cathal, this is far more than is necessary.
Yes, maybe it is.
Cathal, the last time you paid this much money, I had poison forced down my throat, Cathal.
It doesn't matter.
I think it does.
You survived.
Oh,
You'll notice that the bartender doesn't seem to react to 10 gold as nearly as much as the bartender at that small town reacted to 20. It's not as outrageous of a thing, and this is a nice inn.
And she just, could I have also beer, please? Actually, meat. As I know your region has some good ones.
It kind of gruffs at you and pours you a beer. It's mostly head.
I just thank you. And sorry about my appearance. She just drinks the meat. And then just sighs again about her current appearance. I knew that dwarves don't like half orcs. But they are sometimes even worse than elves.
Well.
Elves are afraid of them, but dwarves just doesn't matter. She just drinks.
Eternal rivalry.
Well, you all got rooms for the night. And meals.
So, yes. Alcandrew will eat and then go to his room.
What does this new guy do? He sits with us?
Does he?
I suppose he would attempt to, and after a few attempts, Ares would probably stand up and walk away.
You stay in the inn?
Hmm?
Do you stay in the inn, or do you go outside?
Ares will try to attempt to carry a conversation with Priscilla. Unless she's playing, then he'll go back to just listening to her. But
Yeah, she's mostly playing. Anybody do anything else for the night?
Oh, no.
I'm just
Hey,
keeping an
what?
eye on Ares.
So you would go to sleep, and it would be wake up on the 21st day of Serenith. What do you guys do?
Careful gonna handle the morning, the marshal. As goes down to the bar and says thank you for the rooms. And then just talks to him nice and tries to make him not be that bad towards her, as she's an half-orc.
You roll for it?
Yes, I roll for it and speak. As I say, hello. I'm sorry about last night. I should have maybe said more about why I'm here. Do you know, I'm here because I want to visit a friend. While I was once an elf and traveled 10 years back here, there was a Stone Lord, Harold. Do you know where he currently lives? Because I would love to meet him again. And sorry about the appearance. It just happened because I died. I'm really sorry about it. I don't like it myself either.
Well, who are you looking for?
Harold, a Stone Lord. He lived back then, 10 years ago, in one of the sky castles. There's one close to the verdant forest. Forest full of centaurs and similar creatures.
To the verdant forest. How far away?
It's pretty close. The verdant forest is one of the closest
Well,
things.
the forest is close by, yes, but how far away would his home normally be?
It would be around 10 miles.
No, he
from
would
the
tell
city
you.
walls.
He would give you information on to where, as to how to get there. Yes.
I just say, thank you a lot. And again, I'm sorry how I look. I want to change it myself as fast as possible. And are there any rumors currently about people having strange nightmares here too?
Yeah, I've had them myself, but a lot of people been saying about how they dream about strange things, evil things.
Not even the goddess of dreams can help save you from that. I hope we will be able to remove it soon. As she just smiles, as she just said that they tried to do something against it, and turns around.
Who are you to remove it? Who do you think? You gonna save the world?
No, that's not what I think. I just think if you met the mountain, the creature itself, which appears in your nightmares, it is quite disgusting, and we might be able to do something about it.
Are you saying you met the demon of the dreams in person? He looks around at your companion. Is anybody else down here by now?
What time is
I don't know. What time did Catholic come down?
Around 7, 8. As soon as, 7, 8. She only needs 6 hours
Well,
sleep.
he looks at you like you're kind of crazy. He's like, "You telling me you met the demon in person? I think you've been staying up and not trying to avoid the dreams a little bit too much. Going crazy."
You hear a male voice on the side of her. Well, she actually says that. Hello, my name is Melamir. Sharing this body as a spirit from the past. I fought against a tree raiser. But, just
You are crazy! Get out of my bar!
Well, sir. It just says, ask me any questions about the happenings. About
Security.
how it looked.
Where the bouncers when you need them? Just don't go raving around your lunacy around the other customers.
I certainly will not do so. But thank you for still your kindness. And I'm also sorry about your body again. But, well, have
Crazy,
a good day, sir.
silly orcs.
Just
He goes back to cleaning the bar.
look up the name if you want. You will see what I'm speaking about. As she just... The devil's voice comes back. She just looks at it. I'm sorry. As she just goes up to her room again.
hello?
What?
Okay.
Hello? Oh, sorry, I was muted. What is everybody else doing? You guys waking up, doing anything?
Yeah, Alexander comes down around this time, finishing off his braid. Good morning.
Who you say good morning to?
Oh, say good morning to Castle.
She says, good morning. As you also emailed. Good morning. I hope you had a good rest. I'll talk these horrible nightmares. I hope they weren't that bad today.
Oh, hello, Melamir. Now, I don't actually sleep. See, I have this amazing thing. It's called
Keep watch.
alchemical nonsense.
Ah.
Yes, that also, but also alchemical nonsense.
Huh,
In any case,
that's a good thing to have.
Gerard's eyes are gonna narrow at you.
And you hear Bellamy just says, hello. Oh yeah, you're doing it such a wonderful way. I hope the nightmares didn't took you too well, and the lady helped you to get through them without any sweats.
What are you saying?
He mentioned he said the lady to the Gerard.
I don't know much about your culture. That's why I guessed that the lady is also your way, the person who leads you through dreams, who leads you through the true path of things, to the reality, to the good things, and not to the nightmares. If that to assume that was wrong, I'm sorry, but I still wish you a good day.
Hmm.
And Catholic says, "Good day."
Right? He stretches up. That's
Gerard does not know about you being a medium, FYI. Let
Yes.
alone not liking you for being an orc.
I know. But actually, he noticed already that I once spoke with him already to Trickster voice. But yeah. So he's now confused about most likely that I had 3 voices. So now.
Well, that's why the bartender was calling you crazy.
a lot of tenants. Right. So, Cathal.
That's what is.
Wait, what?
What can I help you with?
Right.
You allowed me to speak. Careful.
Right. Now let me. Okay, all of you listen. I'm going to go out onto the town, get a few supplies, and then I'm going to head to the library. If you see Ares and Half Moon, if they want to know where I am, that's where I am. I'm just checking, doing research, getting more info. Important. It's kind of important.
Okay. Do so. I think Careful and I want to visit our old friend again. Maybe he knows where one of my soul parts is remaining.
You do that. He stands up and he leaves the establishment.
I certainly will. It's just have a good travel and be careful. And no district. It's sometimes pretty full, and the dwarves sometimes don't know how to be towards other races.
He flashes thumbs up as he exits.
Okay, anybody else?
What do you want from me?
Who is that? You're 3 different people again. Who's speaking?
Krotos to Gerard.
Crows to Gerard is saying, "What do you want from me?"
And grumbling. Poor guy.
They just don't like people who use ranged weapons.
No, that's not what Krotos doesn't like him for. Krotos doesn't like him for him being a peasant. Ares doesn't like him because he's a peasant and he has a peasant weapon.
Wow.
So I was gonna say because he's below them.
Me lords, could you do anything to help me out with this tiredness?
Yeah, he's gonna step back. Oh my god. Fine! Here, come here. Crotus will touch him on the side, give him a lay on handshake.
Thank you, my lord. Cathal, you're also fatigued.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry. It's how am I talking? No, I'm fatigued. Still walking towards the Stone Lord.
You said it was about 10 miles, so it'd take you
Yep.
about 2 hours.
Yep, it will take some time.
Are you going by yourself?
I don't think anybody would want to go close to the forest. While that, Alcanda is also already doing the research in the market around, doesn't he?
Yeah. We're going to the market and then to the library.
That's why I guess I go also to him while he's doing that. And try to
Alright,
get
well,
him.
who are you going to while he's doing that?
I go to the stone to ask him if he knows something about the
Alright,
spirit
well,
pot and
okay.
just general, if you have a friend thing.
Alright, you start walking there.
Yes, will take me 2
Half
hours.
Moon
So.
Cat, you doing anything?
I'm gonna go with Ares to try to equip Dova. Then I'm gonna go and train for 2 hours with a trainer. To
No, with
tighten
the
up
trainer, you can only do 8-hour blocks.
well, I only need 2 hours, so I'll do 4 hours by myself.
If that's what you want to do. Ares, go ahead and roll for your mithril.
What are you talking about? I've never rolled for my mithril. Not once, not ever. Unless you want me to gather information.
Yeah. That is enough to find the rest of it.
It took me 4 hours to get that information? Jesus.
So
I've been
you
looking high and low.
found enough mithril to completely outfit Dova's armor.
Good.
Alright. You can do anything else?
Damn.
What? 1900 gold?
Hmm?
For Dova's armor?
Oh, for the raw material.
Oh, for the raw material, okay. That would be... God damn it, I gotta find my thing again. Yeah, that'd be at 110%. Since you would be scrounging it together from the merchants. Unless you were gonna attempt to improve some attitudes.
Surely we can find a better deal. I mean, how often do people come here to purchase your goods? Specifically, what I am looking for.
Mithril is always in favor. And no, you didn't make it. But you did not make their attitude worse. Did you want to get Cathal to help? Oh wait, no, Cathal's walking to her friend.
Yes.
So
And it's like I have minus circumstances because I'm half orc and they are dwarves. I have a pretty high one. I may be less helpful than a human.
Alright, yeah, sure. 110% of it.
thank you. All right.
Dear
Are you
me.
gonna talk? You can get it made.
I haven't the money to get it made.
How much do you need? How much more do you need?
We're starting from 200 gold, and it's somewhere between 0 to 100% of 2,400. And if they charge 100%, I can tell them to go fuck themselves.
I don't understand that. Why is it 0 to 100% of 2,400?
It depends on if they are looking to make the armor and whether or not they're going to charge for them making the armor. See, 0 would mean that they took my materials and they just fashioned it. 2,400 means that they expected full price.
Full
When-
price.
Full price would
Is
include
how much it would cost?
Yeah. Full price would meant like I was buying it from a stall, even though I'm bringing the armor to the material to them.
What they need to do
Alright.
is just charge him labor.
Yeah, no, I understand. So you'd have to visit the smith for that.
Sure, why not? Let's go visit the guy.
You see quite a large shop. A lot of people working on stuff. A lot of dwarves working on stuff. And as you come in, a fairly squat dwarf, smaller than most, but just as thick, walks up. And he steps up on a stool onto the counter and says, "What do you know about?"
I need to fashion some mithril into some armor for my friend here, and Doba will like kind of peer over the counter. I imagine she's taller than it.
And he suddenly sees her and he's like, "Whoa! How are we gonna get her measurements?" She stay calm.
She's very gentle, given the correct circumstances. Being that as long as you're not threatening to harm her or me, she's very gentle. I don't suggest being in the adverse circumstance.
What do you want to make it out of?
And I pull out a backpack and I set it on the ground, or on the counter, and it's the mithril inside. It's this.
Ooh, that's fine. It'll probably take me a day or so. And working with Mithril is not cheap.
Well, that's where I find my predicament. I do not have very much money left. It cost me quite a substantial amount to acquire this. But I am hoping we can make a trade of services. I am attempting to purchase your service to craft the armor. Is there anything that you can imagine need be doing?
Well, I can imagine me making money. Now, we'll see. You gonna try to influence him at all?
Yeah. I would have casted Honey Tongue before coming to see the blacksmith. Seeing as this is the important one.
I take it you're taking the 19.
Yeah. I don't have a choice. I get to take the higher of the two rolls.
Okay. So that'd be a 33.
Mm-hmm.
That is enough to improve his attitude towards you. Now roll a D100.
Whatever you do not right click the arrows.
Alright. 1 second. Math time. Oh, shoot. Sorry, 1 second. He said he'd charge you 1,500 gold.
Okay.
I look at you like, do you have it?
No, I don't have the money.
What do you have?
I have 200 gold.
I pull 1,500 gold out and put it on the table.
I'll have it done for you in a day. He takes your material and the money, and he goes right back and starts working on it right away. You can see him start to sift through the pieces, and after a while, he'll come over and he'll have his underlings start measuring Dova. How does she react?
At first, she doesn't really like it, and then Ares will give her a command, and then she will stand firm. Like the first bit, she was a little bit twitchy.
Alright, well, they get the measurements done and they start to get to work. So, Alkindr. It's
Right.
time for the... Oh,
Well, first I want to go get the saltpeter and sulfur. That costs me 5 gold in total. Does she have the items I'm requiring?
yeah, but she'd charge you 6.
I actually paid her 10.
You pay her 10?
He paid her 10.
Thanks. Thanks, honey. She's a dwarf with about the same voice as the smith.
Oh, no, thank you. This will be very useful. He cracks his fingers and leaves. Alright. Now to go over to the library. Navigating carefully, he makes his way. And I'm assuming that it's open.
It is open.
Right, he goes in. And he will begin research.
Does this place ever have like a bulletin board for odd end jobs for adventurers?
Nothing prepared, unfortunately.
Okay. But Crotus is gonna go look at a bulletin board for jobs.
Alright, so what are you going to start off with?
Alright, first off, I'm going to certainly suggest to actually fact check the information on the portent that Sebastian has left us. And the portent was a knowledge history, right?
Yeah, knowledge history. So you're gonna redo what, the first two verses?
Yeah, how?
Or
Okay.
what are
no.
you trying to recheck?
Let's see. He got. What he got in Pangolins? So the 2 points that he got in Pangolins, I suppose.
I mean, you don't have to do that. That's kind of a waste. That's actually a really huge waste, to be honest.
Okay, so do I just assume that they are the correct things?
Well, any research you do, you'd be able to make sure that what you found in the first two verses is right.
Okay then. In that case, you'll just do normal stuff. So first, you'll start with the portent.
Alright, so you want to increase the DC to do it in 4 hours?
Nah, I think I'll just do it in 2 hours. I mean, 8 hours.
So you spend the whole day?
Yes. I feel like I didn't really get that much done. Guess I should probably do this shit.
So you're searching for knowledge of the portent. And you find quite a bit. This library is well stocked of portent knowledge. And over 8 hours, you earn another 2 points, research points.
Nice.
Okay.
But not another verse.
Not another verse. You're at 9 research points.
Alright, so do I still have time to look for a manual?
You do.
Oh, yes. Now, remind me again, what were the checks for that?
One sec. 20 DC 20 perception, DC 25 sorry. A perception,
you done
local,
this?
or diplomacy.
Why have you done this?
I'm sorry. So you get a perception, a local, or a diplomacy.
Is
Damn it.
diplomacy still... I don't even know it. is diplomacy still the easiest way to go, or has that changed?
I'm not telling you after I told you all that.
I don't know what to do now. You know, okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm going to use a perception.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
You search through the stacks of this library, which is very large, and you do find another manual.
I look at the cover of the manual.
It's quite dusty. It seems like it hasn't been checked out. You blow it off, and it says, "The Manuals of Plea Bottom Pot Smear, the Wonders of Nature."
Nice. Okay, so Alexander will take it to the librarian on duty. Yes, excuse me.
Hello.
Hello. So I've noticed that this hasn't been checked out in quite a while. I actually have quite a bit of interest in it. I was wondering if I could take it off.
Take it off our hands. It's a precious library book. It's been donated and in this library for hundreds of years.
Has anyone actually read it, though, in those hundreds of years?
I'm quite certain someone has.
Okay, look. He shows him in dust that hasn't been blown off yet. There's still quite a bit.
That doesn't mean anything. Do you know how long this library's been here?
Oh, it's been here for quite a while. I can imagine. This is actually quite an interesting place to finally visit. Well, alright. Are you absolutely certain that there's nothing that I can do here that will let me have this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hmm.
If you're talking about anything like money on the counter there.
I'm going to sense motive, right?
You get a minus 20 because you can't talk to people.
True. Okay, so that'll be a 12 actually. Okay, so that'll be 16. Is he implying that he wants to see my offer?
You're not sure.
Alright. In that case, could I borrow it?
I'm not sure you'd bring it back at this point.
That's fair.
I'm just telling you. I don't know what you would offer me. I don't think you can offer me anything. Like money on the counter over there. Roll again for your sense motive, because he's being quite obvious.
Yeah, I know. Alright. Oh, right, yes. Then he fishes around and he pulls out 100 gold coins and he puts it on counter. Slides it over. He's trying to be smooth, but he's not being smooth at all.
And he kind of does the yawn move, and he sits around and he turns his back to you and he kind of covers up the money. Have a good day.
Yes, you too, sir. You too. He walks out with the book under his arm. whistling a tune. At this time, it would be like, shit. When did we get up? It was like 9:30? 8?
Okay.
So it's like late afternoon now.
4 hours, 8 hours after that. Yeah, since you're not doing the rushed.
Yeah, I mean, I would have, but I didn't roll well. I didn't feel comfortable.
You learned. You got more information about the portent and enough to find that the references that Savath had made were correct.
Right, so he wasn't trying to swindle us.
Not with the portent, anyway.
So he will make his way back to the, what's it called?
You don't want to do demon research?
I mean, I already spent 8 hours. I thought that was all that we could do in one day.
16 if
Well,
you don't do anything.
If you're doing a rush.
Well, yeah, but I've already rolled. I don't think I can decide to do a rush now.
No, you can
wait,
rush.
I can do the
on the next
Oh,
one.
I see. Yeah, okay. You know what?
But yeah, you
know
gotta
what?
decide that before rolling. And remember, you get a +3.
Oh shit, that's true. You know what I will do? What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this time.
Oh, hey, I forgot to
try
tell you that you got a +3 for rolling in a capital. So your
Important?
yeah, your portent roll would have been a 38, but you also get a +3 because for the demon roll because of the bonus you got already.
So it's a +3, or +6.
No, just +3.
Okay. Wait, but I already have the bonus from before, so does that not stack?
Oh, you already have it in there? Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Wait, what was that? That was for the history. What was that +3 for?
No, the +3 that I have right now is for like the demon research because you had this
No. Time out.
What?
You rolled 35. What was the 35 for? Was that for the
that
portent
was
or for
not-
the demon?
Yeah, no, that was for the portent.
And what was the +3 for?
Oh,
On
that's
that
just
35.
inspiration. That's inspiration.
That was what? Inspiration.
That's
Okay.
inspiration.
So yeah. So now do you want to roll a rush on the demon?
I will roll a rush to. Okay, wait. Let's just clarify something. We're still doing the demon like extra bonus thing where you can either research on the demon or research to increase the bonus, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I will do a rush to try to increase the bonus. And do I get the +3 on that, or do I take it off?
No, you don't get the +3 on that.
Okay. Alright.
So with a rush, that fails.
You are terrible at this. You should feel better.
Oh well.
You're here to research, not run.
I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do like a proper 8-hour block. I have to come back tomorrow, I think.
We're going to be here tomorrow anyway.
No, you already searched the library for that. Or unless you got one more check that you can do is just for straight up information
Oh, okay, cool.
on the demon, but that would have to be tomorrow.
Yeah. So he will leave the library at 12 hours after he went in.
So 9 p.m.
Yeah.
What does everybody else do? The Cathal would have been walking to her friend's
Yes.
house, and you would have got there within that time. So what would you do when you get there?
I would first knock and wait till somebody opens it, and then just say, Hello. As formal as possible. I will for that. And I would even use spells to do it as formal as possible, so that they don't mistake me for a normal half-orc. And say, I want to speak with Harold. I'm a friend, and met him 10 years ago, and I'm a disciple of Torum. I would like to speak with him about the matter, and about general things. If you could bring him to me. And
I don't believe you.
the proof is, she looks around a moment in her belt and pulls out a gem with a metal scrap and gives him also the small ring which he wears always. This should be enough to prove that I am the person, as nobody else but Careful would have such things. And actually also a root, but the root's actually the matter I want to speak about with him.
He closes the door on you.
I then just wait in front of it for a moment. And if he wouldn't open it after 5 minutes, I would just knock again.
You knock, and nobody answers. He did take your tokens, by the way.
Okay. I would then just wait. I still have my necklace.
After about 10 minutes total, they'll bring him down to you and open the door, and you'll see your friend there, Harold.
Hello, Harold. Long time not seen. Yeah,
So-
I changed. I know.
Are you gonna have both sides of this conversation? Because I have no idea what this guy's gonna talk about.
Could, but you would too. Yeah, I could do it. Will be hard to change my
We
voice.
want to
Will
hear
have-
it in different voices.
Yes, I certainly can speak in different voices. But wait, need to think for a dwarf voice. Hello, Careful. Long time not seen. Come. How has it happened that you are a half-orc now? Well...
It sounds more like a gnome.
Yeah, it sounds more like...
Alright. I'll do it. I don't believe ya. This can't be Cathal. Where did you get these tokens?
Well, I was reincarnated. It happened once again. If you remember what happened to me in the River of Kingdoms, well, it happened to me again. But this time,
You tell me what happened to you in the River Kingdoms.
In the River Kingdoms, I met I did a lot of... In the River Kingdoms, after I left Torum, I learned the words. What seemed law in the River Kingdoms? Say what you will, I had a free. Oathbreakers die. Walk any road, float any river. Courts are for kings. Slavery is an abomination. You have what you hold. And I learned these things through the means that my gem was stolen. Some leather workers tried to kill me. Through that I was working with I met Sir Branson Waken, and then he was killed in front of me. Oil bandit, and I slaughtered some bandits because, well, and the people aren't that nice there. And I learned through your means and through your master, the Elder Shaitan, how to use my might properly. Yeah, I think that would be everything. And, well, that's everything. So that's why I have the tokens, because I am careful. Also being now in Halfok.
Well, indeed. Only Cathal would know that story like that detailed. I'm sorry to see your present appearance, lass. Perhaps Torum could help you with something like that.
Yeah, he would certainly help. We are traveling to we travel close to Echion soon. I'm certainly currently on a mission. But while this adventure happened and Torum there gave me last commands to go to Dreamstar, um, the root of my husband was stolen. I wanted to ask if your master has some information about, or if you know any particular merchants who would deal around with things with high psychic significance.
Huh. Well, I must say, I don't know anyone who would be able to just willy-nilly wield the power of your root, especially one from a being as powerful as Torum himself. That is quite the head scratcher there you got there, Cathal. Way worse than trying to figure out how to get rid of that body you got there.
Yeah, so it is. Getting rid of the body would be simple, I think. But, well, I first want to find Mel again, because, the route again. But, do you would know some way for me? Or do you have some scrying possible to you?
Well, the best thing I'd say is talk to Torum himself. We could try scrying him, but I haven't been successful of late.
Still true. You specialize on protecting this land and the friendship of it. But still,
Well,
it's good
I don't
to see you
think
again.
that's it. I don't think that's it. I tell you, I think it all started, the difficulties around this time, about a couple weeks ago, when I just had these terrible dreams at night.
Oh, these. Well, you must see. Do you remember? You still remember the stories how my husband was killed? And well, this some of the demons which we once met on these nights. Actually, one of them appeared in front of us, and we were fighting it. And that's most likely also the demon we all see in our dreams. And I see it too. It's a curse wandering around these lands now. It was almost summoned.
You fought him?
We-
Almost summoned, I'd say. Everyone I know speaks of these demons. I wouldn't say almost as anything about it.
Well, he was summoned partially. I think the people who tried to summon him were a bit needed still a bit time to summon his soul fully to this world and unleash him on us. But I think we dealt with it fast enough. We found him in the mountains of Dreamist. It was quite confusing. I didn't knew that the rooms are so close to the plains. But well, it happened. And because we were too late. Meh.
Yes.
Well,
Well, you must
all
give
now cursed.
Torum this information immediately. That is something that he would, I'm sure indeed, want to know.
I think that might be true. I should get fast as possible to him. But, well seen, friend. Greet your master from me. And because I still have some other people I met. Pretty kind, being by my side on this journey. I hope you had also some successes in your studies.
As much as one can.
Yeah, certainly hope so. I'm sorry if I interrupted you in the studies, but I just wanted to see you before I head out of the High Helm. But actually, question before that. Is there something in High Helm which we should do if we want to information or a person? Because we are looking currently for information about the demon. One of us is already in the library and looking as good as he can. But do you know anybody who has enough wisdom to maybe help even further and would be able to do a small contact for me?
I'm sorry, you're as far as helping him further, he wouldn't really understand, wouldn't really know of anyone, but what do you mean, do a small contact?
I mean, if he could establish contact so that we.
Oh. Yeah, he doesn't really know anyone.
Okay. So okay, I'll just greet you, master, for me. And thank you for this good overview.
Well, thank you, Kethel. It was good to hear of old times, even if it isn't seeing old faces.
So yes, but well, I see your face, and you seem good, like as always. And I hopefully seem soon to be again elf. When she looks at her skin, it's really not the most favorable body they could have reincarnated into. As she just
It's quite some irony. You might want to ask Torum about that one.
yeah, I hope he has something to remake my body. Because I don't want to kill myself and get reincarnated again till I'm an elf again. That would hurt quite a lot.
It'd be quite expensive, too.
Yeah, that comes too. But I think gold is expandable. Protection and faith isn't. But we'll see. I hope we will meet again as soon as we found out how to get rid of this demon curse. And I hope that Desna watches over your dreams as she turns around. And just
Alright.
drinks some.
He says, hopefully we'll see you again one day, Kethel. Hopefully it's in your old body.
I hope so too. I hope also for Maramis, because well, I don't think I want to be together with him as an Horfork.
Alright, so you start your way back.
Yes.
Yeah, you start your way back to town. Takes you another 2 hours.
Yep.
So you'd reach back to town before Alkender was done.
Okay.
And actually, as you reach town, where do you keep the staff?
On my back.
In your bag? Do you have a?
No, next to my back. So I have the staff. Just
All right. Well, it will start vibrating quite a bit.
Okay.
Ooh, interesting.
You'll feel it kind of like pulsating.
I will look at it and try to read the psychic significance of it, and then do the arcana. And try to figure out what it could mean.
Well, you do recognize significance in it, but you don't really get anything from the Arcana.
Okay.
Start swearing it. Oh, jeez.
Just think about it and say, well, another thing I need to ask people. As I then go back to the city and would go back to a tavern and look if I find somebody of our group. I don't think anybody is currently at the tavern. Is anybody?
No, Alkinder's at the library. Ares is getting his dope armor made. I don't know where Krotos and Gerard are.
Krotos is doing whatever Krotos needs to do. Krotos finds ways to make money. I'm not really sure about it.
I thought that was only... That's only when they're not your cohort.
Gerard is trying to hit on Half Moon Cat.
So he's with you.
Yeah, he's a thorn in my side I can't seem to remove.
So I am alone and just think, well, do I want now to go to the market and try to find them? Or stay here? I then just decided to go to the market and maybe look for Iris. Because I know that he wants to create the armor for Dover. So, I would head to the markets.
Ares isn't at the market, but go ahead.
Oh, true, he is it. I would walk around the market
Nope.
and notice
Nope.
that I
Nope.
don't find
You
anybody.
go to the market. You go to the market.
I know I don't find anybody, but if
You
I
might
see
find
something
Krotos around the
interesting,
market. I don't know. It's not that big a place. I mean, it's big, but not huge.
yeah, I think he would avoid me. And Careful knows that he doesn't like me, so I'm fine with that, and actually for um s- look around if I find an alchemist. And if I find, just greet him. Like, hello. Don't be afraid. I'm not an
Well,
ruthless
the
sophomore who
alchemist
wants.
is in a separate spot. Alchemist is at number 9. Not in the market.
I would notice that I don't find an alchemist, and would just think, well, the city changed a little bit. Normally, this is now a big shop. I remember when he was still small, and then go to the alchemist, and ask around for a moment if they can tell me where the alchemist is. And I think that's enough to know that. Find it out.
Yep.
Fine.
You know where it is.
And I go to the alchemist and just and greet him and say, "Hello. I would want to buy some anti-plague and also some antitoxins because I want to go on to a journey and I could maybe need it."
Alright. You're doing it. Oh, is it your. No, that was your speak with confidence to find. Okay.
That's not pretty.
That's your attitude. To improve attitude. Let's see.
36.
Oh, 36 now. You cheater.
That was
You're a
good.
goddamn cheater.
Good. It's a good spreadsheet game.
Goddamn cheater. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, that's enough to improve her attitude.
To influence. I would pay. Yeah. If it's possible. I'm lagging. I know. Yeah. 2 anti-plagues and 2 antitoxins, please.
Yeah, however much it costs, 100%.
50 GP.
Alright.
Both of them. So it would be 200 gold pieces.
200 gold pieces.
And I will thank her and then go back to the tavern because I don't know where everybody is. And just
Alright.
wait. And drink meat and be again upset about the fact that I'm a half-orc.
I'm getting terrible service from the bartenders. Half full beers.
Okay. What? Wait. I didn't answer that quite, I think.
What?
The bartender say? What did the bartender do?
I said you get terrible service from the bartenders. Half full beers.
Oh, okay. I ignored that drink. Slowly.
I don't know. I'd make a point about it. I would be like, if I can only get half a beer, you only get half the money.
Careful
He already
doesn't
paid the
care
10
about
gold.
Money. Yeah. And
Well, it's
careful
half
doesn't
beer and
care
half
about
head.
money.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's half head.
So yeah, that's what careful does. I think. At this day.
Alright, so Ares, you'd be done getting your armor at about what, 7?
Well, he says he's working
No.
on it for the day. I was gonna go look toward the Lord's Manor, see if we can't get some jobs. Tired of being an adventurer. Want real work.
What kind of job?
I don't know. Maybe he's got a real
wants to be
job
a
that needs to
farmer.
be done.
Is that what you mean, the real job? A farmer?
No. Military business.
You can start using a bow.
Military business.
Not really. Sorry, they got military to take care of their military business.
And you
Drama's
don't.
in it.
And you don't even believe in Tutorek. How do you want to be a guard of the city? Tutorek is the most, yeah, is the most worshipped deity, and almost every soldier worships him in this town.
Okay. Anyone else?
Well, I'm busy.
Yep, you're busy all day. Halfman Cat, you doing anything? You finished training?
Doing my training.
That if the Lord turns me away, I'm going to try and gather information about people who need mercenary work. We gotta kill 3 weeks.
We kind of need the kind of
You gonna
act-
kill 3 weeks? What are you gonna kill 3 weeks for?
Cannerit's not open up to us until 3 weeks from now.
So why do you have to stay here for 3 weeks?
because reasons.
The Cannerite Library isn't open up to you.
So are we going to stay in Canarates?
There are other libraries in the world that are probably accessible in faster than 3 weeks.
True,
Kionen,
for instance.
Yadara, the big library of the elves. But you don't have an elf anymore with you, because I'm half orc.
But I'm still looking for money.
We do actually have some things to sell. Like the medallion and the great axes. And the dust
See.
things.
You can sell that at the merchant?
I mean, someone has to, but I can't. So I'm not there.
So, Cathal, would you want to go? Is that what you do when you went to the merchant? Would you try to sell the things that need selling?
We don't have actually things which we want to sell currently, do we?
Yeah, we do. Look. We have the large iron medallion, just Janus, large heavy crossbows, large great axes, and a huge great axe for some reason.
Okay, so would do that. I did notice that we still have that many. Okay, they're almost mundane things. But yeah, I would sell them.
Okay. Well, it's too bad you guys don't want to sell much. They got quite a bit of money here. Are you gonna try and improve their attitude?
I thought we sold
Yes.
everything.
Most everything.
Oh my god, that was bad.
26 is what you rolled?
Yeah, I rolled a 4.
You gonna do anything with that?
I used already search, so I can't. Wow, that's
Well,
a really bad roll. But that's appropriate because I'm half orc.
It quite is. In 26, let's see. Doesn't make their attitude worse. So you can sell all that stuff for was normal 50.
Yes, normal 50.
God damn it! I gotta look this up again. What I had this at.
For 45.
No, I think it was. Hold on, I'll just look it up.
Okay.
40%. He'll buy it for 40%.
I think I would sell the stuff still because it's mundane things which anyway wouldn't fetch that high price.
So how much do you sell it for? Go do the math. Alright. I mean, I guess everybody's done for the day once Kethel's done selling this stuff.
I'm still looking for work.
Nobody wants to hire you.
You're too famous.
They don't believe that their jobs are worthy of such a great warrior.
You're overqualified. Is Priscilla playing tonight?
Yeah, but she doesn't have any new material. Anything you haven't heard yet.
When I go back to the inn, is she there?
Yeah, she'd be there.
All right, I sit down and talk with her.
Alright, what do you talk to her about?
How much do you make per night? On average.
Enough to get by, probably maybe 10 to 20 gold coins.
Your songs, you're a bard, correct? Can you inspire people?
It's not really what I do. I mostly just play music.
You're not helping me out here, Tim.
I know what you're asking.
What was I going to ask her?
I don't know. You tell me.
You see our friend Ares, the leader of our misfit of group here?
Yeah, I met him.
Well, you see, his friend passed, and we brought him back, and he's been sad. And I was seeing if you would like to travel with us and inspire him, you know, bring cheer to him. To help him get past this terrible time right now.
Well, I'm sorry he's sad, but it's not really something I'm interested in. I enjoy my life traveling from these few towns and building up a small reputation of fame. Couldn't do that if I was just singing for some fighters all the time.
Well, we will be traveling from town to town. We'll be going through a plenty of towns. And
Yeah, but for people to get to know you, they gotta see you over and over again. They gotta look forward to seeing your songs. I gotta be on tour.
well, you would be kind of on tour.
Well,
And when we go to
I don't
towns,
think
you
I'm
can.
that big yet.
Okay, I was just trying to give you some work.
I have work,
Let
and
you
I
see
love it.
New towns. Plus, you would have an escort. Let's say, like
Well,
a bodyguard.
It does sound tempting. I'll have to think on it.
Well, I believe we're here for another day.
Well, if you want to see my show again, I'm probably going to play a song you've already heard before, but, you know, I'd like to think you wouldn't mind.
I believe we'd all be here tonight.
See you then. I gotta keep practicing. Always gotta stay sharp.
All right, I'll check in before we leave.
Indeed.
Damn you, you bastard.
What's the matter? What do you want?
I was gonna have a
You want-
bard on hire.
Of course, I'm sure you were. Fucking. As if you guys didn't have enough people running with you.
It's always good to have a bard on your side.
So you guys come back to the inn, I take it, at Alconder after you're done after 12 hours and everyone else? Hello?
I'm already back in there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I pressed the wrong button to speak. Yeah, I'm still doing the math. And actually, I don't see... I actually sold everything with that already, I think. That's sad.
How much? 64 gold? What's the total? $644 gold, okay.
It's 161 to everybody.
Alright, Alconder, you'd be making it back to the inn just in time to hear her getting ready for her song again.
Hello everyone.
Hello. Had a good day?
Good is relative. It had its ups and downs. Mostly ups, though, I will admit that. You can see the book that he's holding in the crook of his arm. Seems very pleased with himself.
Good, because, well, I didn't have a good time selling the things, and in general, being half-orc is harder than guessed.
There.
But if we could, I would want to travel towards Keonin as fast as possible. I think I have something to do, and somebody to report a thing to.
So I would suggest, since we have one more day here, I'll try to be as quick as possible. Well, no. I tried to rush and it didn't really work. I do not understand how to do research quickly. I'm sure I'll get better at it eventually. But for now, unfortunately, you will have to be patient. I wasn't really able to get much today, but hopefully I will get something tomorrow. That reminds me, I should probably reply to Sir Victor today. Send it tomorrow. And then
You get
I can think about
pigeon
the other
to-
thing.
You could get a pigeon to Pangolius?
Yeah, but this one will actually be 2 separate pigeons.
You get 2 pigeons
So,
to Pangolius? So where are you
well,
gonna keep these
basically-
pigeon cages?
In the wagon.
In the bag of holding?
The wagon.
Oh, in the wagon. Okay, that'll work. Alright. Well,
Like,
our song's gonna start. Oh, did you have something else?
Oh no, that's it.
Yeah. Well, her song's gonna start, and that's going to be the end of the session for the night. And she's going to go with the song that you guys have all heard before.
long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars are, rend my heart open, then your love profess, a winding weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone, amidst the cold to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might never have found? You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted.
Oh, fuck. My bad. I didn't know that it did that. Well, anyway, I was going to end the stream, but I'll restart this one.
Okay.
Guys, if you want.
Thank you for the session.
Hmm.
I was a bit unorganized today.
Alright. Well, me too. So make sure and write those journals and send me messages about what you want to do.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I gave the trick that of. Hey, got me. It doesn't matter. It's not that important for the story. It's only important for me to RP. I wrote down more of the personifications of the single spirits, how they act, and so on.
For your tender caress, to bind our fortunes, damn what the stars.
Thank you. I go to sleep now. I'll talk. I have tomorrow no school.
Alright.
Yeah, good
I'm
night.
going to go ahead and end the stream now. You guys, it's a fun one.